Did you already start it?
Oh man, we gotta have outtakes. Once we would do it.
What? No.
Gotta have outtakes.
No.
Don't worry, this will be part of the show, I promise.
Bro, I swear to God, no. This is bull.
What are you doing? You gotta go to the camera. You gotta go to the camera. You gotta go to the camera, hit the arrow, and choose virtual background.
That's what I'm doing, fool.
But do you have the picture?
Yeah.
There we go. See, there you go. Look at you. Look at you. Now you got it.
I need y'all to understand. No. I need, listen, to the crowd out there, I know y'all ain't seen us in a minute. This man right here is a liar, bro.
What are you talking about?
This man gonna sit here and pull up on the whole stream, y'all, with the background. Look at this. And then gonna sit here and flex on. And then gonna sit here and flex on me like, he gonna flex on me like, yeah. I mean, you know.
I didn't even do that.
You ain't do that?
I didn't even do that.
You ain't do that.
See, and on top of that, if you didn't notice, I had the damn thing backwards. So don't even feel bad.
Whose fault is that? It's not like your fault.
It is. I'm just trying to let you know that mistakes can be made. I don't know why you're so angry right now. I don't understand it.
I am very hostile.
I don't understand why you're so hostile right now. It doesn't even have to be like that. It doesn't even have to be like that.
And stunt on me, thinking you was all better than me and whatnot.
Ain't nobody say that. You did that. You said that. I ain't say none of that.
Skill.
Listen. Like I said, you said it. I ain't say that.
Listen, y'all.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to As the Football Turns.
I can't.
Yes, I know we've been gone for a minute. We were trying other endeavors that I ain't gonna lie to you, honestly irked my nerves. I know we took pretty much all of last year off, COVID noise, trying to do other podcasts, and which were going pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm behind on uploading episodes. We just got stuff going on. But also, welcome to the first video podcast of this podcast. And I'm excited. Not only is there a lot of we need to talk about, there's a lot of new energy in the air. There's a lot of new energy in the air this time around because brothers had to go through some stuff, figure out their lives, and we getting there.
Move whole countries. Yeah, y'all. If you don't know, if you haven't, I'm in a whole nother country at this point.
I'm about to say, coming live to you from over 2,000 miles away. You got your boy.
Hey, but we here though. ATFT
Ricky Smiley Jr. Incorporated.
ATFT doesn't stop, y'all. Just because
Ricky Pippen Jr.
we're not there, we don't stop. We go. Oh,
it's your boy Ricky Pippen Jr. himself, Tornado McCray.
You know what? Hold up there, Pippen. Let me get that right one time. Hold up. Give me about 6. Yeah, we go. There we go.
Ricky Pippen Jr. over there.
Hey, y'all looking at none other than Mr. David Ruffin himself. Sitting here, he think he better than everybody. Ain't nobody coming to see me, Otis.
Ain't nobody coming to see me, Otis.
Bro. First of all, I also want to say, not only have we been working podcasts, and I want to know what you guys think, because I've been talking to him about this, and this is something I've wanted to do for a grip, and we'll get more into it at the end. Thinking of doing a hat line for ATFT. It was something I've been wanting to do since the beginning of the year. It was one of my yearly goals. I usually don't do them. So we'll talk more on that later. But I just want to know what you guys think? Would you buy it? Would you not buy it? Let us know. Let us know. Just simple headline, simple commodities. You know,
simple stuff. Simple stuff. All right, so let's kick this off. We're gonna start the day off talking about the Demaryius Thomas retirement. Looks like that was announced today. So Demaryius Thomas is on his way back to the couch, but now permanently.
I'm glad you said that was announced today, because if you had said that was announced like 4 weeks ago, I definitely would have looked at you and been like,
listen, we would have been super behind on a lot of things.
hey, shout out.
As of 3 hours ago, Demaryius Thomas has officially retired.
I love retirement in the playoffs.
And I was like, you know what, the man deserves retirement. He had a pretty good season. Yeah, the last couple of years were very subpar or very uninventive. But man almost had a ring.
I will say, for what we know Demaryius Thomas to be, it's beyond subpar, but it's expected.
Right, because we know he wasn't a super receiver. However, he made plays when plays needed to be made. So we're not gonna knock the dude's legacy. He got a ring with Peyton Manning.
Even though they carried him to that ring, and Carolina was paid off to lose that ring. But we're not gonna get into that. My soul, it still hurts.
Listen. And to tell you the truth, since we're on the topic of Carolina quarterbacks,
man,
or let's say former Carolina quarterbacks, heating up in New England now. Well, really not even heating up. Well, I'll say lukewarm quarterback competition in New England. Cam Newton versus Mac Jones. Lukewarm, because from what it sounds
Mac Jones versus Cam Newton. If you were to tell me that was your quarterback competition like 5 years ago, like that was your legitimate quarterback position, like you didn't know who was going to be your number one or your number two, I would be really shocked that Cam Newton was even in that position.
Because it is, as much as we all know that I don't particularly care for Cam Newton.
We do. Everybody on this channel does.
And not even because Cam Newton used to play in Carolina, none of that. Like he's just never been that high on my list of quarterbacks. But
side note,
I'm not gonna sit here and say the man ain't put up numbers. I'm not gonna say the man ain't put up numbers. I'm not gonna say that man wasn't a threat at some point in his career, because he was. He went to the Super Bowl, got MVP. But after that MVP,
hey y'all, check this out. You hate Cam or Tebow more?
Definitely Tebow. Definitely Tebow. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. I don't care for Tim Tebow at all. I do not. I don't believe that man should have got put on the pedestal that he got put on. I don't believe that he is as good as everybody make him out to be, because he's not. He is a moderately good quarterback at best. The only difference was that man had receivers that made him look like he was invincible. No. Tebow is a middle of the road quarterback at best.
Aside from Demaryius Thomas, name me a receiver Tebow had that was like a beast.
He had Jordy Nelson. He had what was it? Who was that tight end? The other Thomas.
When did he have Jordy Nelson? Please let me know.
He had Jordy Nelson right before Peyton took over.
Say what?
Or did Jordy showed up when Peyton showed up?
I guarantee you Jordy was not there during Tebow time.
Am I thinking of Eric Decker?
You're probably thinking of Decker.
I'm thinking of Decker.
Decker was
Jordy Nelson. Yeah, I got him confused with Eric Decker.
Okay.
Yeah, I got Jordy Nelson confused there because Jordy Nelson was in Green Bay pretty much his whole career. Yeah, I got him confused. My bad.
But continue with the talk.
But no, but like I said, he's a middle of the road quarterback to me. He just had moments that made him look great, but I don't think he was a Super Bowl winning quarterback in my mind.
Fair enough. But back to Cam.
Top 15, probably.
But with Cam being in New England, them getting Mac Jones, and I will say New England stocked up on free agents.
Oh man, they killed free agents. And then they low key killed the draft too. Like they planned all that out.
Listen, I know. This past year was kind of like, oh, Brady can win without Belichick. Belichick about to build a whole nother dynasty if he gets the right quarterback in there.
Sure. And it's true. And it could possibly be Mac Jones. Lord knows. It could be Cam. Lord knows.
Listen,
the only problem
if Brady can build a system to get Cam a ring and like convincingly, like it's not even a close game, Belichick's the greatest coach hands down. Like I know he's already in that conversation, but if he can do that and get Cam to a ring and like a high percentage, like in terms of passing, like if Cam throws for over, let's say Cam's completion percentage is over 70% this year, New England wins.
If I wouldn't even say that because Cam can throw over 70% most of the time. If Cam Newton can be in a game-winning situation and actually finish, they'll win a ring.
I mean,
that's been his crutch for a long time.
I was about to say something, but I'm like, I can't even say that anymore. I was about to say they play in the AFC East, but then I thought to myself, they got Buffalo now. They got Miami. Yeah. That's actually a solid division.
It is becoming a tough division now. It used to be pretty weak for a long time.
It was. You always knew New England was coming out of it. Always.
Yeah. You always knew that if anybody's gonna come out of the AFC East, it was gonna be New England. Didn't matter what Buffalo did. Didn't matter what Miami did. Didn't matter what the Jets did because none of y'all about to come in and win nothing. Like it is what it is.
With the exception of those 2 years with Rex Ryan and that Jets defense.
Yeah. But you can't forget butt fumble.
Never forget.
No one's ever let you do that.
Hey, it's like 9/11. Never forget.
Never forget.
So speaking of ties to Carolina, we got to talk about. I got to talk about Cam's replacement in Carolina, which is Sam Darnold.
Oh, Sammy Darnold over there.
And I'm gonna be real. When I first heard about this trade, I didn't know what to think. I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know what to think. Because I can't knock Sam Darnold for being in New York and having bad numbers, because that was just a bad situation. He did the best he could. He did the best he could in that bad situation.
Because who's the coach over there? Because it was Adam Gase at one point, wasn't it? Before he was
Gase. I don't even know who it is no more.
It probably still is Gase. Because I know, because Matt Nagy is in Chicago. So, yeah, I think it's Adam Gase. And, like, when you have a coach like Adam Gase, you got to do what you can. Because the man, I don't know why people still make him a head coach. I don't know why people are still hiring him to be a coach. Like, I personally couldn't hire a cokehead to be on my squad. I just couldn't do it. Like, no, you got fired from your last job for snorting coke on your desk. No.
Hey, here's the bad part. You had somebody's camera light up in your face. It's not like it was a grainy camera that like you could barely tell. It was right there. Like
you were doing coke lines like you were proud of it. You looked at that camera. Hey, y'all, look at this right here. Oh, damn.
Yes.
Yes, sir. That's that focus out. Looking for it.
And Joe, he pulled up like this. He said, "Deathstroke is ready."
Deathstroke is ready. Oh.
Hey, my man was on one. I was like, yo.
Came in. Hey,
Yo, Adam, you ready? Hold on a second.
Adam Gase ready. Hey, the entire team just looked at him like. I need an adult. I am an adult. Like,
you need some counseling? I am the counselor.
But overall, like, Sam Darnold is gonna do. He's gonna be an interesting fit, and I'm gonna give him a chance because, like I said, I can't knock a man who was with the Jets. He did the best he could with the Jets, so I'm not gonna say he's trash.
And then he had to do what he could without his number one receiver for a season too.
Right. Who we got?
Yeah, who y'all have now? So you already have a chemistry built up between him and Robbie Anderson, and then you have a better receiving core compared to where he came from.
And then I will say, Carolina actually listened to me in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
For the first time, they used the number one pick on a position that it was that threw me off. But it was for the first time Carolina used the number one pick on a position I approved of. Now, the person they selected, I didn't approve of.
I mean, dude look good. But from what I've seen in some of the training camp videos, he looked good.
Now, I will say he looked good in camp, but we all know how you look good on air in non-contact versus in the game versus somebody else.
I mean, I saw him in a couple of one-on-ones, but he looked pretty good on one-on-ones. But I'm like, you also got to remember, you got to see how you look against Mike Evans, Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones, Stephon Diggs,
Antonio Brown, Mike Thomas.
Yeah, you got a bunch of people. You got
Alvin Kamara,
Marquise Goodwin,
flipping Rob Gronkowski,
Tyler Lockett.
No, bro. What? I hate it here. I hate it here.
You got a bunch of receivers. You're gonna have to see how good you really are. But I have high hopes for dude. I understand that we definitely wanted somebody else to go to that spot. But I mean, his man-to-man mechanics look pretty good, and Carolina runs a lot of man-to-man.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm not too mad about it. At the end of the day, I think I wanted Surtain. I will be honest with y'all. I wanted Patrick Surtain. If I didn't get Patrick Surtain, I was definitely trying to get Devontae Smith, who was available. I just want that to be known. He was available. Carolina. But yeah, we're there. So, but speaking of bad receiving cores, bro. Kyler Murray now has Larry Fitzgerald, DeAndre Hopkins, and AJ Green.
Then he got those speedsters and Brown and what's the other dude? The Spanish dude. I think he's Spanish. I can't remember what his name was.
Bro,
he was a quick little dude though.
And here's the bad part, y'all. If you weren't tracking, they were trying to get Julio to sign there too. I'm not gonna lie. If they had signed Julio, I would have just hung up the NFC.
Oh, listen, Larry would have retired on the spot. He's like, okay, my job here is done.
I don't think Larry would have go sit at home. Larry wouldn't have retired because Larry would have wanted that ring. Larry would have wanted that ring first.
Oh, listen, he probably would have retired as a player, but he would have been like a receivers coach for the rest of his career. They would have hired him back on immediately. They're like, oh, don't even worry about it, bro. You're still gonna get paid. Just come be on the coaching staff. We need you still.
If they had got Julio, that would have been the equivalent. Like D-Hop, AJ Green, Julio Jones is the equivalent of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant. Think about it.
I'm thinking about it. It's just like that one person is just out of place.
Like
it's so just the one person.
Hey, you want me to explain how? I'll break it down. real quick. All right. So AJ,
the only reason I'm saying it, it's like I said, it's literally one player that I feel just doesn't match up.
AJ is Klay. AJ is Klay. You got D-Hop as Steph. And then you got Julio as KD. And the reason why I say that is because D-Hop and Steph, like, they're the newer top dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Julio is that vet top dog, that older top dog. Like, he's still, when healthy, he's still that dog. And then AJ Green is Klay because it's like, you can't sleep on him, but you looking at D-Hop a little bit more than you looking at AJ right now. The same way you look at Steph a little bit more than you do Klay, but not too much.
Okay. I'm about to say I was trying to move him around. I'm like, okay, who's matching up with who? It's like AJ was the only one I couldn't get the matchup right.
Yeah, and
so
that's how I see it.
I was like, because I can see D-Hop as KD and Julio as Steph, but like for some reason, like AJ just wasn't lining up as Klay. I don't know.
I had him the other way. I was like, Steph is D-Hop, KD is Julio, and then Klay fits into AJ Green. It works.
Okay, yeah. So now I was like, okay, I got it now. I get it. And then since we're on since we're continuing to be on this topic of trades and people being on other teams, we got J.J. Watts in Arizona now. You got Carson Wentz in Indy. Stafford and Goff, the flip sides. Which one, I definitely feel like Goff definitely got the bitter end. He got the long dick in this situation.
Goff
is in Detroit now. So Matt Stafford went to LA while Jared Goff went to Detroit.
Well, Jared, it was nice knowing you.
Basically. Like, it just got to the point where, like, Jared Goff, I feel like what happened with Jared Goff is that, like, he looked like he peaked way too early. That one Super Bowl run was his peak. That was it.
Yeah.
And he's just been real mediocre ever since. Like, not saying that he couldn't be good, and not which he is, but it's just like something changed up.
Honestly, he couldn't adapt to what McVay was trying to do.
That's what it sounds like. It's just like he just couldn't adapt to something, or he just couldn't do something.
Like he couldn't adapt to what McVay was trying to do, and then not only that, trust went out the window when McVay didn't give Todd Gurley the ball in that Super Bowl. When they had Todd Gurley, but were not like feeding him because he was predominantly one of the reasons they got there in their running game.
I mean,
he was their running game.
I mean, but the other thing was Todd Gurley was also hurt throughout pretty much the whole playoff. But they were trying to keep him as fresh as possible. So if you were trying to keep him as fresh as possible, then it's the last game of the year. Just run the dude to the ground.
Exactly.
He's a major piece of the reason why you're here. Run him to the ground. Last game of the season. He can recover however long he needs to recover coming into the next season.
Think about it. I bet they look back now on it, which was, I ain't gonna lie, that was the worst Super Bowl I've watched in like the last 7 years.
Entertainment wise, it was definitely the most boring. However, it was the most sound football I had seen between two teams in a long minute. Defensively, anyway.
That was the worst Super Bowl. Like, defensively, they played great. I can't deny that. But just overall, like, not only just from an entertainment perspective, too, like, including that as well, that was the worst Super Bowl I've seen since the Seahawks routed the Broncos in 2013.
Yeah. And even worse, we didn't have like good commercials to make up for it. So like overall, the production itself was terrible.
You want to know how I know it was bad? You want to know how I know it was bad, bro? I was working on because remember I was still in training.
Yeah,
I was still in military training, bro. None of us. I was working on stuff for my class. Like we were all gathered in like our classroom watching the game. And I looked up and I didn't even realize we were in like midway through the third quarter.
Yeah.
Like the game just did not at all. I was like, I looked up, I was like, 13. And what made it worse is they were two high-powered teams. And like I said, the defenses played phenomenal. Can't knock the defenses for playing sound football. But I definitely had like a 35-41 score going into that game.
Bro. Everybody expected at least 28 points apiece to go up on that board. And then when we got 12-15.
13-3.
Like when we got, even then, 13-3. Like when we got that, we just, no, that was it. Everybody was like, yeah, this is boring.
I'm like, I hate it here. I want to go home.
So who do you think? Because between Matt Stafford and Jared Goff, if you had to pick between the two quarterbacks, who are you picking? Because I'm picking Stafford, honestly.
Are they both healthy?
Yeah, both healthy.
Stafford all day.
Because I feel like the Rams definitely got the better end of the trade. Because I was like I said, Jared Goff got the long dick of this.
I'm gonna tell you, I can solidify why I'm picking Matt Stafford all day right now, right here in like just a few short seconds. Matt Stafford has rarely played a full season, right? And yet, every season after Megatron has retired, this man has still thrown 45 to 5,000 yards.
Man's killing it.
And at least 30 TDs.
And he's doing it with a trash line. Like I said, he's doing it with a trash line. Terrible coaching.
Trash line. Barely a running game. And no notable receivers. And Matt Stafford's still out here giving you 4,530 TDs. And that's injury.
Right.
That's injury. If Matt Stafford, bro, if that man didn't break like paper glass, we'd be talking, truthfully, and this is just me, if he wasn't as injury prone as he is, we'd be talking about Matthew Stafford as one of the greatest of all time.
And even then, injury prone wise, like he's tended to be the starting quarterback by the end of the season most of the time. Like, yeah, he's been hurt throughout the season more often than not. But once again, like you got a terrible offensive line. Like, what do you expect? Dude is getting hit every damn play.
It was tough for me to get out of there because,
like I said, I feel bad for Goff because they almost let Kenny Galladay walk. Like they almost let the number one receiver on your team walk. Which let me make sure because they probably did.
I mean, at that point, I'm pretty sure Matthew Stafford didn't feel bad for me. Like, hey, you got to do what I did. just launch that thing.
Never mind. They did let Kenny Galladay walk. Kenny Galladay's in New York now.
Well.
So, yeah.
Good luck, Goff. Hey, what did you? What old girl used to do on Disney Channel? Good luck, Charlie.
And then, like I said, while we're still on this trade train, how you think Carson Wentz is going to do in Indy?
You still got T.Y.? You still got T.Y. Hilton?
Yeah, for at least another year.
They're gonna be a surprise in the AFC South because, and this goes into the next topic, because the AFC South is about to be lit. Man. And I'm kind of interested to see how it's going to go because you got Carson Wentz and Indy. You got the rookie sensations, Lawrence Etienne, Urban Meyer, and Tim Tebow in Jacksonville. Then you got the top dogs. The Tennessee Titans, who just added Julio Jones. Like, they had no passing game and were top dog. Now you just add one of the best receivers ever to grace the game for your passing game, for Ryan Tannehill. Like, bro, the only down note to the AFC South is how the Texans are still doing Deshaun Watson. And you noticed, hey, and I'm speaking to everybody watching now. Y'all notice those allegations about Deshaun Watson have gone away?
Crazy, ain't it?
I haven't heard nothing about him since about April? How about you, Joel? You heard anything about it?
Ain't heard nothing lately.
I'm just saying, like,
if they out here talking about
the AFC
opt out of the season, or
if you muted, I can't hear you.
Oh no, I was just talking real low.
Wait, what?
I was talking mad soft just now. Can you hear me now?
I swear to God.
Thanos, Mark, you are a comic book nerd. You should get this immediately. I get to know.
I can't hear you, bro.
What's happening? Like I said, my mic's catching me. I don't know what's going on your end.
Oh my God, why can't I hear you? Why can I not hear you?
I don't know. I have no idea why.
I do not like any of this. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What the heck is
The boss is back, baby.
What the heck is going on? I don't know none of this.
So while he can't hear me and just listen to ads, I was going to go ahead and let y'all know. Today's episode is brought to you by me. Unofficial.
I don't like this, man. It's like literally I heard you, there was sound, everything was going good, and then all of a sudden it's just like, and now we're in this weird state. Hold up.
Can you hear me now?
All right. Let me see something.
Nothing, because my mic's still catching me, so I don't know what's going on.
All right, here we go. Got it. Bet. Took a second. Oh, we back. Sorry for the whole. If y'all heard a YouTube video and just some random stuff, that was ESPN. Also, it was a YouTube video of them doing the real trailer, like somebody doing a real trailer for the show Invincible. If you haven't, I feel like most of America has watched it, or most of the world has watched it. But if you haven't and you want a good superhero show to watch, go watch Invincible, Amazon Prime. I'm telling you now, it's worth it.
Yeah,
there you go with this one.
Because anything going on about Deshaun Watson now has mainly just been like, okay, what's he going to do for the season? Is he going to be playing for the season? Lord knows.
Honestly, this is going exactly how we predicted.
Because from what it looks like, he's suspended. From what it looks like on my end that I'm looking. They said he could opt out of the season, but doesn't have to. It's a whole lot of noise around that for no reason.
It's a whole lot of noise, and as much as I want it to be wrong, this is playing out kind of the way we predicted this would go a few months ago.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he wasn't going to play this season because, all the noise, and then eventually they're going to try to trade him or something like that or just release him. I'm just like, you might as well have just released him and just let him go somewhere else. Especially since, none of this is going anywhere. Just a whole lot of noise. Nothing has progressed. We just keep hearing there's either one rumor here or one rumor there, or somebody's withdrawn their case because of nonsense here. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot.
I think for the first time, in the last 3 to 4 months, the only news I heard about it was 1 or 2 victims or 2 women who, and I'm not, again, please let the record show. Let the record show, and I will tell everybody here now. If Deshaun Watson sexually assaulted any of these women, he deserves any punishment that he gets with it. We're not going to sit here and shade that. However, the timing for this and everything that's progressed with it seems very shady.
Just real convenient. Real convenient time.
Real convenient time and real convenient shady. And for it to be 20, 30 plus odd victims over the last 6 to 8 months, and just recently only 2 victims decided to release their names.
Right. So it's a lot of shade going on there. We just don't know for sure what's going to happen because we've seen the times lately, but we're going to move past it because we could be on this all day. We got some other topics we got to get to.
We could. But I ain't gonna lie, I got one I want to talk about.
Oh.
Hey. The jersey number change. So we can.
Let's not just talk about the jersey number change, but they brought back alternate helmets.
Hey, boy.
Uniforms back. I don't know why they got rid of them.
Listen, man. You don't understand how hyped I am for this jersey number change, because I used to wonder why I couldn't wear 24 as a quarterback when I created a character on Madden.
Mm-hmm.
There were only a few games where I could do it, like ESPN 2K5. I could do it. And then there were just a few football games here and there where the number didn't matter what position. But Madden specifically, whatever position you was in, they held you to that number.
Yeah, you had to get that position specific number. You couldn't get a 58 if you wanted 58 as a running back. You couldn't do that.
So
specifically a lineman and a linebacker number.
So I'll admit I'm hyped about them kind of adopting the college rules. Now I will say, unlike college, I need them to do only one person gets one number. Because one thing I don't like in college is how
you could have 4 number 23s.
Yeah, you can have a number 8 on offense, a number 8 on defense, a number 8 on special teams, and I'm like,
maybe 4 different. You just goddamn. Is the man number 8 look good? Which one? Oh.
No, bro. I remember the first day I ever actually had to ask myself that question was because I was watching this running back. I think his number was 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
20 or something, and dude was just balling. So then I'm sitting there, I'm like, wait. I look at the defense. I'm like, wait, when did 20 get darker, change up his arm sleeve, and wear a visor? He was just because he was a darker dude. I'm like, wait a minute, when did this happen? So the next offensive possession, I look away, I come back, and he's back to where I saw him run as a running back. I'm like, bro, wait a minute. Hold up.
I think the first time I noticed it, especially in college, I was like, there's 2 number 99s. I'm like, wait. I saw number 4 over there earlier. Or it was number 17. Yeah, it was number 17. I'm like, okay, there was a number 17 at free safety on defense. And then I see a number 17 at tight end on offense. I'm like, so he plays both ways? Then I was like, then he said 2 different names. I'm like, huh?
What?
You're right.
It confused me the most. It confused me the most because they don't do that in high school.
They don't. They
Like
don't do
they don't do it in any other level but college. And I'm like, why is this the only level that they give you multiple of the same number on the same team?
It's weird.
Like you only got you have 52 players and there's 99 numbers. Like I'm just like I understand people got their favorite numbers and such, but like sometimes you gotta change the number up.
My thing is technically you have 99 players. So why is that? Why is that not enough? Like, is that not enough jerseys? Like,
Right.
you ain't about to. And I would say like college is just weird in general because not only do you have the jersey number for football, you have like this is off topic, but it's just something that bugs me. You have the 2 halves for men's basketball, but every other, even women's college basketball now does 4 quarters. Men's is the only level of basketball. Men's college basketball is the only level that does 2 halves. Makes no sense.
Yeah, it's weird. Now talk about these alternate uniforms and stuff. Now that they're coming back, what are some that you want to see coming up this season? I saw one video somebody was talking about they want the creamsicles coming back for the Buccaneers.
Not the creamsicles.
The creamsicles. Just imagine Tom Brady in that creamsicle uniform. Balling on.
I ain't gonna lie. I definitely want to see one of them. I want to see Julio in that Oilers.
Yeah, I was just about to say I want to see the Houston Oilers jersey coming back. Powder blue.
Julio in that Houston Oilers is gonna look nice.
It's gonna be a bad bitch right there.
Russell Wilson in the old Seattle helmet is gonna look weird.
You know, it's funny. The same video I was talking about the creamsicles. They wanted the old silver Seahawks jerseys.
Yeah,
silver and blue.
That's gonna be an interesting one. Denver's gonna be. I don't know if Denver ain't gonna bring back the bright orange because the reason, you wanna know why I don't think they might do it for one game just because, but I don't think they're gonna bring it back like that unless they get like a big free name agent.
True.
Somebody.
Who else?
I know what helmet I definitely would like to see. I know 2 helmets I'd like to see. I'd like to see the old Jets and the old Giants helmets. I like to see the actual Jet.
Oh yeah.
Actual Jet and then like the word Giants.
Yeah.
Because every time I see the word Giants, I get nostalgic and I think of Little Giants.
Oh yeah.
That's all.
Because I ain't gonna lie, there's another 2 I want to see. I want to see the old throwback 99 or the 90s Falcons jerseys. The old black and gray. I also want to see the red ones from the 70s.
Oh.
I want to see the full red helmet, red jerseys.
Okay.
The white pants. I want to see them again. What's another? I want to see Jacksonville's throwbacks. Like the original throwbacks.
Ooh. You talking about the David Garrard ones?
The Fred Taylor ones.
Okay.
I'd like to see them come back.
I see what you did there. I think.
Who else we got? I don't want to see Green Bay's come back, and I don't want to see the Bumblebee Pittsburgh ones come back.
I hate Green Bay's because it's like blue and brown and yellow. It's just like weird.
Like, Green Bay's is literal leather helmet throwback.
Like it's just weird.
Like theirs is like mad old throwback, but
New England's will be interesting.
Yeah, I do. I would like to see the old throwback Reds.
Not even that. Like you got that. You got
I want to see the helmet with the actual Patriot on it.
That different blue that you got because they.
They used to have like a royal blue, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then who else? I want to see the Rams, St. Louis throwbacks.
Nah, you want to know?
No, not the Rams. Not the Rams.
The you know who else? That's gonna have some nice throwbacks. I couldn't even lie. Buffalo.
Yeah, I want to see that old red Buffalo helmet.
Buffalo gonna have some nice throwbacks.
They do got some legit throwbacks.
Oh, I do nice stuff. I can't even front.
And to tell you true, here's one that I want to see as ugly as it is.
Oh God.
As ugly as it is, I just want to see if they'll do it. I want to see the old Eagles throwback. The light blue and yellow.
I'm like invincible 1970 Eagles throwback.
When they had to merge with a whole nother team.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it for like aesthetics. I just want to see if they'll do it.
So
Now, if I do, the legitimate Eagles throwback I want to see is that bright green.
Yeah.
With the full eagle. I want to see that.
So I will say this.
Shut up. I don't know who you trying to sass because there ain't nobody at the house. Sit down, be quiet. I ain't got time for your nonsense today. First, you're gonna be over there in the hallway licking your chops extra loud and disgusting like I done told you twice. If you're gonna do that, go to your room and do that by yourself. Then you're gonna sneak around into the living room like I didn't know you was in there. I didn't. Then I come out there, look at you, and ask you where you supposed to be. You gonna walk around like you hurt. We ain't doing this today.
Hey, Joe.
Chill today. We ain't doing none of that nonsense right now.
Hey, show the people who the culprit is.
Come here. Come on. Come on. This is the culprit. This is the culprit.
Why you always lying?
Oh, God. Woo! Oh, goodness.
Anyway.
So, back to these throwbacks. So,
I do want to see like the old green and silver throwbacks from the Eagles.
Yeah. So,
Randall Cunningham days.
So there's one I was just thinking of before you hit your whole Kevin Hart get out the bowl.
Get out the bowl.
Get out the bowl.
Look at this. Look at this. Cat eating straight out the bowl.
Oh my God. So, there it is. As much as we clown him, and as much as we can't stand the fans of this franchise, I actually would like to see the navy blue, white shoulder top Dallas Cowboy throw. Cowboy.
The Michael Irvings.
The mid 2000s,
the Emmitt Smith, Michael Irving years.
I would like to see that dark blue with the white shoulder top. I ain't gonna front.
I don't know why they don't wear the blue jerseys more often to begin with.
Because they them boys and they're weird and they actually have a provision where white is their home jersey.
I didn't even get into that nonsense of that.
I always wonder that. I'm like, why do they wear white so much? So they have a provision where white is their home jersey rather than the blue jersey being their home.
Yeah.
Oh, so white is their home jersey. So then if they go on the road and the home team picks their regular color jersey, then they're wearing white again. I'm like,
they just wear their home jersey all year long.
I'm like, that's weird because y'all lose everywhere.
Next topic moving on is Ron wants out of Green Bay. And people warning out, Carl Nassib took the opportunity and came out on his own.
You talking about old boy that came out of his game?
Yep, Carl Nassib, defensive end of the Oakland Raiders, comes out on his own. Good job for you, bro. I saw a lot of people talking about okay, well, he's not the first gay player in the NFL, which is true. People kept talking about that Shane Ray was just so mistreated. I'm like, which I can agree he was a little bit mistreated, but he didn't make the team because he wasn't good enough. But you can still make the argument that it was mainly just because he was gay.
I mean, it's the same thing with Michael Sam. Like, when Michael Sam came out, and it was definitely a huge statement. Proud of him for accepting that, and I commend him full force for it. But it was also one of those things where, like, if you look at Michael Sam in like practice and training and whatnot, he just didn't make the cut from an athletic standpoint. However, you can make the argument that he may have been cut due to him being gay and announcing that he was gay prior to being officially signed, because of the simple fact we know the NFL will blackball you if they don't approve of the image or don't appreciate or don't like the image that you're trying to go with.
We've seen him do it.
AKA Tim Tebow and his Christianity and Colin Kaepernick and his stance on his brutality.
And like I say with Michael Sam, I say it was mostly because, like, even then they were talking about when he came in, he wasn't quick enough. Really, he wasn't all that quick. He wasn't a big enough size to be a defensive tackle or defensive end or whatever position it was. So they looked at him, and even during the preseason, like they kept him through preseason. We saw what he could do, which wasn't a whole lot. So I mean, most of it was definitely due to an actual playing standpoint. But yeah, like at the time, people weren't ready to hear about gay athletes at the time.
No.
Like as much as we knew they existed, it was still more of a time that you just stay where you are. Like if you're in the closet, stay there, because it's better for you to be there from a business standpoint than it is socially. Like business wise, then like a lot of people are gonna shy away from it because you got so many people who believe in one thing or the next. So they're not gonna back you up as much. Now with Carl Nassib coming out now, I feel like this is a better time because there's a lot more social awareness on sexuality and preferences and just general race knowledge and all this stuff now, because people are more willing to accept that.
And not only that, think about when he announced it. During Pride Month.
During Pride Month. Hey, and not even, as I said, it wasn't a bad decision. Smart move. And he did it in 2021, like during this major social awakening. So it was a smart move on his end.
It was a smart move. I hope he gets the respect he deserves. I hope he is now comfortable and has that weight lifted off of him.
Mm-hmm.
He deserves that. And truthfully, as much as I would like to say I hope nobody judges him, we know how the world is, and there are going to be those who do. But if you do, honestly, I'm just going to be like, yo, look at yourself before you think you can cast judgment on another man or another woman.
Like, at the end of the day, if it's not hurting your organization, I really don't see the point in making it a big deal.
Exactly. But
I have one more topic before we get into one of our favorite things to do in this podcast.
I got one for you too.
And mine is David DeCastro has been released from the Steelers. Yep. 6-time Pro Bowler David DeCastro has been let go in Pittsburgh.
Hey, yo, you know Frank and Chris just like had their kidney removed just because you just said that, right?
And I mean, they ended up signing another former Pro Bowler. I don't know how many Pro Bowls he's been to. They signed Trey Turner instead. My thing is, I don't know why you didn't keep DeCastro. That man has been a very staple piece of your offensive line and your offense. I don't know why. I mean, money is really the only explanation, but I just don't get it. Just don't. And even crazier, I just noticed I low-key just breezed past the Aaron Rodgers wanting out of Green Bay, but I don't really know enough. Besides, they just don't get along right now.
We know the truth. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm Team Aaron with all of this because of the simple fact this man has done any and everything for you. He's one of the baddest quarterbacks in the league. And you as a franchise have not drafted a receiver in the first 2 rounds since he's been your starter. You have not. And if I go back and look at every draft class, I haven't yet, but I can go back and look. And if I look at every draft class that Aaron Rodgers has been the starter, I guarantee you I'll find some notable number one receiver names that should have been picked up by them that they didn't get. And it would make Green Bay look stupid. But along with my last topic, and I told you I would tell you about this once we got here, and I think it'll make you laugh.
Uh-huh.
Cody Parkey has re-signed with the Cleveland Browns. Cody Parkey kept his job and got another 1 year. And for those of you who don't know, Cody Parkey is essentially one of the worst kickers in the NFL right now. Like, legitimately. This man, for an NFL kicker, Cody Parkey is flat out atrocious. Just, it makes no sense. I've seen this man nail a 50-yarder just to miss or 20-yarders in the same game. Like, tell me what they do that at. Oh no, ladies, Maleficent, Ursula, Cruella de Vil, Snow White, Evil Queen. Can y'all tell me what they do that? They can't. Oh, he's researching. I know that.
Oh no, I had to upload an episode of the Random A podcast because like I said, I'm about several episodes behind.
We are about several because remember, I still got to edit something.
Yep, and you got this to edit too, if that's what you want to do, or we can just keep the whole thing. Doesn't make much difference. Anyway,
honestly, I'm gonna chop this one up a little bit, but I don't think it's much. I don't think it's gonna be too much.
All right, so Myron, you ready?
Oh God.
We're gonna wrap today's episode up with our favorite segment, Talk Yo Shit.
Well, I'm the best corner in the game. When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're gonna get. Don't you ever talk about me.
Oh.
And boy, do I have a topic for you. And it's probably gonna be one of the easiest ones that we've had so far.
I wish I could do like a filter on my face or like a mustache and whatnot.
You can actually go back to the video settings over there.
Let's see what I can do. Like, give me like a video filter. Oh, snip that. Okay. Hey. What we got here? Let us find out. Oh.
The fact that we picked the same one. All right. All right. So, topic for this segment, the Talk Your Shit. You, sir, are the Panthers' general manager. Speaking on the Julio trade. So, Mr. Whatever your name is, Mr. Mysterious, how do you feel about seeing Julio leaving the NFC South to go to the Titans?
I mean, first of all, this bitch should have but you know, me complaining. Now I ain't got. That's one less receiver I got to deal with. The hell? Do you understand how much this man terrorized us? 300 yards, 12 catches on Luke Kuechly. You don't understand, bro. Like, you don't understand how much this hurt.
Now, sir, I'm not sure if you are aware how you will still be facing Julio Jones this upcoming season playing the Titans.
Wait, what? Who put that on the schedule?
I only can assume that you did that.
Whoa. Roger put that on the schedule?
I can only assume It was
Roger
either
put
you-
that on the schedule?
I don't know, sir.
Did
I-
Roger
I'm-
put that on the schedule?
I'm not very familiar on how scheduling works.
How do you know? How long you know this, huh?
I have known this for 3 days.
3 days? So
3
you
days.
just now you just want to tell me.
I mean, we just now got the interview with you, sir. I did not know you did not know.
What do you mean you didn't know? I didn't know. You know I didn't know.
I'm just a reporter. I'm not part of the front office. I don't know.
Hopefully,
No,
you sure?
no.
Could you question? You got one more question? Is this something?
I do actually. How do you feel that J.C. Horn is going to do facing off against both A.J. Brown and Julio Jones?
You got kids?
I don't see how that's relevant to my question.
It's very relative because it'd be a damn shame if, like, I don't know.
I mean,
JC
the real
gets-
question is, would it be a shame if my kids just went missing?
do you not love your kids?
I mean, one of them's a little but unconditionally, I do love them. I will say that.
Man. Like I said, JC is going to do what JC does. He's going to lock them down. He is going to be an excellent DB for our organization. And I will just let you know that I foresee Julio and Antonio Brown not having their best game.
Okay. Last question I have for you. Do you truly believe that A.J. Brown and Julio Jones aren't going to rub their nutsacks all over your defense?
No, but they might rub their nutsacks on your wife. It'd be kind of shame if they found out where she lived and that she was lonely.
To be honest with you, sir, I'm not surprised if they do know. My wife is a little promiscuous.
A little bit.
Being the doctor that she is and making the most money out of the household, it is more of a power struggle than anything.
I heard she was at the Adam Gase party.
She probably does. There's just information I'd rather not know. Anyway, thank you for this interview, Mr. Mysterio, Panthers general manager. You have a great rest of your day. As I go cry and drink myself in the corner.
Well, I'm the best corner in the game. When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're going to get. Don't you ever talk about me.
I love this. I don't know if I said it, but I love this segment. I love doing these.
I think that, you know what? The fact that we're doing a video now and the filters make it so much better. Because literally the whole segment, I'm just sitting there looking at this mask like, yo, I'm really doing this with this whole
Dude,
mask
really
on.
doing it with this mask on.
Got kids. Like, I know for a fact you're like, I don't know what this goes with anything.
I don't know. I don't know what my children have to do with any of this, sir. But oh man. Anyway,
This was well needed. This
Anyway.
was well needed.
thank you guys for coming back to our monumentous day. Welcome. Thank you for being patient with us. We are definitely going to continue this, especially for this upcoming season. There's going to be so much now that fans are back, now that stadiums are opening up, now that now that protocols are different. Man, there's about to be a season.
Listen, y'all don't understand how much. Like, I understand we've been off, like Joe said. I know we've been out, but for those who are stuck by this channel, who are still going to follow it, if you still share it or look at it, we greatly appreciate everything that you guys do. Like, we know we've been stagnant, and we're going to get better on it. Him and I have already talked. We're going to give you guys everything. This season is about to be lit. People are going to be able to go to the games. I'm kind of excited, man. I'm kind of excited.
It's about to be good. It's about to be a great day.
I think the build up to the season is also going to be exciting.
Oh yeah. Keep an eye out, guys. We're gonna have the YouTube coming up soon, so you can get these video podcasts. We're gonna be uploaded again, so that way, if you're still following us on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that, we appreciate y'all so much for that. And
not only that, guys, look forward. Again, I'm gonna be talking with him, and we're definitely potentially looking at having a hat line by probably. If I had to make a guess, I would say around like the Christmas games. Definitely would love to. It's been a yearly goal for this year, so definitely want to have to shoot those out and see if you guys like them. Throw out some designs, see how y'all feel. Maybe you might take both designs and we can rock some merch. We can rock some merch with the ATFT podcast. I think that'd be kind of dope. I'd be
down for it. I'd be down for shirts and such.
Like some shirts, a couple of hats, nothing too crazy, just something simple.
Once again, guys, this has been the ATFT podcast, unofficially brought to you by MeUndies and Manscaped.com. I'm trying to get sponsors on the show. I ain't got time for your narcissism.
Not Manscaped, bro. Yo, whose mans is this? Hey.
And Joey McCray Hat Company. We out of here. Much love, y'all. Peace. Be safe. And God bless.
We out.
Out you.